And that's what makes me really sad about this kasi sobrang lapit na guys, as in konting-konti na lang. As in, I swear BLK, hindi ko binabash tong product ninyo. Believe me when I say I really wanted to love this product. Hi everyone! Kumusta kayo? My name is Angelo and mag-uusap na naman tayo about skincare, and skincare. So, make sure to keep watching. So for this video, we're going to be doing another skincare review. This one is for a popular makeup brand na skincare brand na rin siya ngayon. This is the brand BLK. So in the past year, di ko alam kung nanonotice ninyo, pero ang daming bagong skincare products na nire-release ni BLK, as in tuloy-tuloy talaga sila. And very popular yung mga products nila, at least in the local beauty community. So tingnan din natin kung worth the hype ba talaga yung mga skincare products nila sa skincare community. Also, this video is not sponsored by BLK. Hindi ako binayaran ni BLK and wala rin akong obligation sa kanila whatsoever to make this review. Now, there are some products na sinend nila sa akin as a gift, pero marami din akong ibang mga products nila na binili with my own money. So that being said, let us begin. So sa video na to guys, we're going to be reviewing around 8 to 9 of BLK skincare products, which I will be separating into cleanser, serum, moisturizers, and sunscreens. And yung mga products na to guys, some of them I already mentioned sa mga videos ko early last year. So technically, almost a year ko na silang ginagamit. While yung ibang mga products naman, around mga 2.5 months ko pa lang sila natatry. And I will specifically mention which is which mamaya. But for now, start muna tayo with my review of the brand's cleanser. We have this one. It's their 2-in-1 makeup remover and cleanser. Actually, meron akong malupit na story dito guys. So this one is actually the second tube na meron ko of this product. Yung una kasi bigay ni BLK, I think mga November or December last year. And then, naubos ko siya. As in, madali ko siyang naubos. And itong next one, ako na bumili. So technically, ito, naging repurchase to sa akin because I really did like the product in the beginning. As in, the entire time, I was having a really good experience with this cleanser, especially since this had a lot of gentle cleansing agents. Meron siyang sodium laureth sulfate. Again, laureth, hindi laurel. So, iba to sa SLS. Now, this also has cocamide propylbetaine and decyl glucoside, which makes it an even more gentle cleanser. Plus, meron din siyang mga hydrating ingredients like allantoin, trehalose, panthenol, and even niacinamide, very high up sa ingredients list. And then, meron pa ako nakita sa likod ng product na nakasabi na meron siyang hyaluronic acid beads. So sabi ko, wow, okay, very hydrating talaga siya na cleanser siguro. And true enough, nung ginamit ko siya, it was really hydrating. I kept on using it and okay naman yung naging experience ko. Honestly, I had no irritation from this product and yung beads na sinasabi nila, in fairness, hindi rin naman na-irritate yung skin ko from that. So eventually, I was thinking already of giving this a really good review to the point na binalikan ko na agad yung ingredients list nito para lang i-double check kung tama ba talaga yung tinitingnan ko. And guys, to my shock, as in malalang jaw drop talaga nung nakita ko sa ingredients, as in ganon siya. Kasi apparently yung nakasabing hyaluronic acid beads sa likod nila are actually apricot seed powder. And alam nyo naman guys na isa talaga sa mga ingredients na hate ko sa skincare products ko is apricot seed powder. As in, kaya talaga hindi ako gumagamit ng mga St. Ives na scrub. Now, okay, to be very fair kay BLK, hindi ko to ihihilera in the same group as St. Ives apricot scrub because this clearly did not feel like a scrub. And in fact, in the first few times na ginagamit ko to, hindi ko nga na-notice na meron siyang apricot seed powder. And in the part na nafe-feel ko na meron na siyang beads, sobrang konti lang talaga. Pero ang akin lang kasi guys, di ba parang alam naman nating lahat how irritating apricot seed powder can be sa skin natin and how much it can damage our skin over the long term. So I don't really see the point in having to put it in a perfectly nice and good cleanser like this. Kahit pa man small amount lang siya. Kasi talaga guys, without the apricot seed powder in this, sobrang ready na ako to rave about this cleanser, to share how much we're finally moving on from mga irritating, overly drying foam cleansers, especially since local brand to. So big step din yun. Kasi yung consistency rin nito guys, very watery and hydrating siya, pero maganda yung bula niya, very satisfying, and non-drying and stripping siya sa skin when you wash it off. So yun, ibibigay ko kay BLK, as in, great job with that. Pero para sa akin, it's just very frustrating kasi syempre, as a precaution, hindi ko na talaga to magagamit if my skin is very sensitive or irritated siya from any retinol or exfoliating products na ginagamit ko. And also, may hirapan din akong i-recommend to anyone who is using introducing mga actives sa skincare routine nila. Especially guys, since alam naman natin na ang damage from apricot seeds is really more long-term. You might not feel it now, pero isang araw, pag overly mo talagang nakuskus siya sa face mo, it can trigger irritation. And that's what makes me really sad about this kasi sobrang lapit na guys, as in konting-konti na lang. Alam niyo yun, parang perfect na sana siyang cleanser. As in, I swear BLK, hindi ko binabash tong product ninyo. Believe me when I say, I really wanted to love this product. But at 499 pesos for 100 ml, I think medyo justified naman to ask for some improvements. Kasi at 499 pesos, I really am expecting a really good quality cleanser. And ang lapit-lapit na kasi talaga, ang lapit-lapit na BLK. So, bottom line is, it's actually an okay cleanser for me. Pero if prone ka sa pag-wash ng ganito sa face mo, as in yung kinukuskus mo talaga, then this is sadly not the cleanser for you. Unless of course, tanggalin ni BLK yung apricot seeds nito in the future, diba? As in, kapag ginawa nila yun talaga guys, I will support this again. Promise. Alright, now moving on to our next product, we have our serum. And isa lang din yung product natin dito for now, which is BLK's Supercharged Serum. So as with a lot of local brands na merong serum, ito naman is BLK's own take on a niacinamide serum because sobrang booming talaga yung niacinamide sa skincare natin. I think around mga early last year pa nila ni-release to, and around that time, parang mga 1 month after release, ginagamit ko na siya. And I've used it on and off continuously for mga 3 to 4 months. So yung main ingredients nito guys, this might sound familiar to you because this does have 10% niacinamide and 1% zinc PCA. So very popular combination yon done by brands, of course, by The Ordinary. Sila yung parang pinaka nagpauso nun. And a lot of us now know already na this combination is very ideal for oily skin kasi yung niacinamide and yung zinc PCA pareho sila nakaka-help slightly sa pagka-oily ng skin while at the same time maintaining its hydration. At the same time, niacinamide also helps with dark spots. And speaking of dark spots, this also does have alpha-arbutin, though less than 1% lang siya. It is still a good ingredient to boost niacinamide, especially if ang tinatarget mo is dark spots. And another plus for more sensitive skin types, this is also fragrance-free. So again, with the percentage of niacinamide, like I always say, 5% is really more than enough to get the benefits of niacinamide. Medyo overkill na ang 10%. Sometimes irritating pa nga siya sa skin. But again, to be fair to this product, in my own experience, kahit 10% siya, this didn't really give me any irritation. Possibly kasi sanay na ako gumamit ng niacinamide since I use it every day sa iba't ibang mga products ko. So, kung ganun din kayo, nasanay na yung skin niyo sa niacinamide, then you might have a similar experience as I did with this serum. Now, for those na gumagamit ng The Ordinary Niacinamide plus Zinc, you might find this one a bit more comfortable to use sa skin. Ito kasi pag dinispense mo to sa skin, it's more on the watery gel side. Then when you do blend it onto your skin, it does feel quite hydrating with a natural finish. As in, compared to other niacinamide serums, especially yung kay The Ordinary, less talaga yung feeling nito na sticky siya sa skin. And that's actually why medyo okay naman ako with this product. Especially if gumagamit kayo ng makeup and you really want to add yung plumpness and hydration sa skin ninyo, while at the same time getting some benefits for your oily skin and dark spots, I think okay naman siya na choice. Now, don't get me wrong guys, there are a lot of other niacinamide serums ngayon, especially sa mga local brands na mas palaban kesa dito. Very competitive na rin kasi locally ang niacinamide serum market sa Pilipinas ngayon. So if you're looking for a serum na mas siksik sa beneficial ingredients, especially if you're targeting dark spots, then I would check other niacinamide serums from other local brands. But honestly, again, I don't think this one is necessarily that bad, especially since it plays well with makeup. And also, if isa ka pa rin sa mga gumagamit ng The Ordinary Niacinamide plus Zinc and you're looking for a good local alternative, then this could be an option. So depende na siya sa budget mo if it works for you, pero kung tumitingin ka na lang din ng mga local brands, I do suggest you check out a lot of our other local brands na meron ding niacinamide serums. Alright, now moving on to our next category, we now have our moisturizers. And yes, plural na siya because we have quite a few products here, starting with our first product from the same line as yung serum nila. This is the Supercharged Cream. So similar to dun sa serum nila na may niacinamide, this is also a niacinamide moisturizer, which is one of my favorite kinds of moisturizers. So medyo na-excite din ako dito. And this one I have been testing since early last year as well. Now specifically, this has a 3% niacinamide, which is still in the effective range of 2 to 5%. Mas okay siya na percentage in my opinion. And at that percentage, okay na okay pa rin siya for both dark spots and maintaining a healthy skin barrier, which is really good because job naman kasi talaga yun ng moisturizer. Now surprisingly, this also has 6 peptides, some of which are rich in amino acids and are great in improving skin hydration, texture, and elasticity. And again, this also does have a small amount of alpha-arbutin, which again, welcome addition siya if you're planning to use this to target dark spots. And another plus for sensitive skin, this is also fragrance-free. So ingredients-wise, I actually find this to be a very impressive moisturizer moisturizer. However, it seems na maraming concern sa isa sa mga main ingredients sa product na to, which is mineral oil. Na gusto ko lang i-clarify guys kasi ang daming nagde-demonize sa mineral oil as an ingredient, especially for oily skin. As in, nakaka-clog daw siya ng pores. Na para lang alam nyo guys, mineral oil is actually non-comedogenic, meaning it will not clog your pores. In fact, meron ngang study in 2005 literally named is mineral oil comedogenic, and yung naging result niya is hindi siya nakaka-clog ng pores. Non-comedogenic siya. And marami ding nagsasabi na parang madumi daw yung mineral oil, which is also not true because ang pure cosmetic grade mineral oil, wala siyang dumi and wala siyang impurities. In fact, it's very refined. And also, no, hindi rin siya cancerous and walang scientific data at all that can back up yung claim na yun. Sabi-sabi lang yun guys, just so you know. So there's nothing really wrong na merong mineral oil sa product na to. It just really helps it become more moisturizing sa skin. And in fact, magandang non-irritating moisturizer ang mineral oil. However, with that being said, I still do think na hindi pa rin mainly for oily skin yung moisturizer na to. But not because mineral oil can clog your pores, but for the simple reason na yung texture nito is a bit creamier and mas suitable siya for dry and sensitive skin types. Yung feel kasi nito guys sa skin is very consistent na creamy siya all throughout. Paglagay mo nito sa skin mo, you already feel how rich and thick the product is. Then when you spread it onto your skin, it does give you a very moisturized and very slightly hydrated na natural finish. So if yung skin type ninyo is throughout the day mas nagda-dry yung skin ninyo and it's uncomfortable for you, this might be a really good moisturizer to use to help prevent that. And I think especially for those na nagkakaroon ng dry patches throughout the day and gumagamit ng makeup and medyo nagkikake yung makeup doon sa mga dry patches na yon, I do think moisturizing using this might be able to help prevent that. So in fairness din naman sa BLK, since makeup brand sila, it does make sense to use a moisturizer that goes well with makeup and helps solve mga makeup related na mga skin issues. Now for the price, this is at 499 pesos for 30 ml. Medyo on the pricey side lang siya guys if you're going to ask me, because with other products at 499 pesos, at the very least 50 ml na yan. So yun lang yung medyo issue ko rito, pero honestly kung pasok naman siya sa budget ninyo, I would say it is a good moisturizer. Alright, so moving on to our next product. This is one of BLK's newer moisturizers that I also did receive late last year. And actually this moisturizer also has sunscreen ingredients and high sun protection in it, pero ang tawag pa rin sa kanya ni BLK is moisturizer, so I guess moisturizer siya. And this one is the SPF 50+ PA 4+ Day Moisturizer. So the reason kung bakit may question mark yung PA 4+ nito is because sa packaging nila it says 4+, but on all BLK shops online, yung mga promos nila, it says PA 3+. So di ko lang sure kung maling printing siya sa product or something, but just to be on the safer side, let's assume that this is only PA 3+. So based sa pangalan nito, I think this is meant to be a 2-in-1 sunscreen and moisturizer. So let's focus first on the sunscreen ingredients. So this one is an organic, or more commonly called a chemical sunscreen. It has 5 of the most common chemical UV filters, and ito rin yung mga UV filters ng mga products na medyo okay yung lagay nila sa skin. And again, like many of BLK's skincare products, this also has niacinamide and alpha-arbutin. And again, another benefit for sensitive skin types, this is also fragrance-free. Now, in fairness sa texture and consistency nito guys, for those who are looking for a lightweight counterpart doon sa unang moisturizer na nirelease nila, when you put this onto your skin, it still feels like a cream at first, pero mas mabilis itong mag-blend sa skin. This one actually feels more hydrating kaysa moisturizing on your skin the more you spread it, and meron siyang natural finish. And considering na parang 2-in-1 moisturizer and sunscreen nga to, this one feels significantly more lightweight, and actually mas marirecommend ko to either sa mga normal or combination skin types. For oily skin, depende siya. If you're using acne medications and medyo nagda-dry patches ka minsan, I think baka pwede din siya. Especially since after acne meds, pwedeng diretso ka na agad dito for a routine na hindi masyadong maraming layers. Para rin hindi masyadong mabigat sa skin ninyo. So actually as a moisturizer or as a sunscreen, wala naman ako masyadong problema dito. The only issue I think some might have here is again the price, because 549 pesos siya for 30 ml. Na ako personally guys, I wouldn't mind splurging on this from time to time, pero feeling ko kasi for those na medyo mas nagtitipid at mas naghahanap ng sustainable na skincare routine, it might not be the best choice for them. Kasi at this price point guys, usually meron ka nang makukuha ang moisturizing sunscreen sa drugstore na 50 ml pa. So again, if pasok sa budget ninyo, it is a perfectly okay moisturizer, but if not, then you have a lot of other options. And speaking of other options, especially for sunscreens, we're now going to talk talk more about them in our next category, which are BLK's sunscreens. So aside from itong day moisturizer nila, actually, nag-release na si BLK earlier ng mga sunscreen products. Ito yung Daydream Airy sunscreens nila. And this one actually has a clear version, which they call sheer, and meron din silang tinted version. Aside from that, meron din silang sunscreen primer stick, and they also have a skin tint sun shield that has SPF 30. Na itong skin tint sun shield nila, guys, I'm not going to fully review this as a sunscreen kasi while meron siyang SPF, medyo pigmented na kasi yung tint na to. So, I don't think anyone is willing to use this as a legit sunscreen kasi kailangan 2 finger lengths talaga when it comes to sunscreen to assure you of the sun protection. Eto kasi, guys, kapag 2 finger lengths yung ginamit ninyo, as in sobrang bigat na sa skin and sobrang magmumukhang flat na yung mukha ninyo, magmumukha na kayong papel, ganun. Charot. Which brings us to just these 2 lines of our actual sunscreens. The first one being a product na na-review ko na, and this one is actually a sunscreen I really like. This is the Daydream Airy sunscreen line. Na itong sheer, pangatlong tube ko na to ng sunscreen na to, as in yung una, binigay ni BLK, yung next, bumili ako, and then yung last, humingi ako kay BLK. Kasi talaga, that's how much I really enjoy using this sunscreen. Now actually, these sunscreens come in 3 variants. We have itong sheer, which is the regular sunscreen lang siya, and it becomes clear once you blend it. Meanwhile, yung tinted nila, this does come in 2 variants. Itong ginagamit ko is oat for lighter skin tones, pero for deeper skin tones, meron din silang butterscotch. And yes, dalawa lang yung shades niya sa tinted sunscreen na to, but I think kung gusto niyo ng mga deeper tones, meron silang mga options sa skin tint nila. So just in case tinted yung hinahanap ninyo, I suggest using the clear version plus a skin tint. And speaking of itong sheer version, this has actually been mentioned sa mga previous best sunscreen videos ko. I really do like this sunscreen, especially for those na merong oily skin and are looking for a clear and weightless finish. I really do recommend this one. As in, sobrang comfortable niya gamitin sa skin. Now, for an in-depth review of this product, you can check out yung video ko on the best clear sunscreens. Andun na siya lahat, from the ingredients to the texture and consistency of the clear version. But this time though, I did want to focus on the tinted version instead kasi ito yung hindi ko pa masyadong napag-uusapan. So yung tinted version basically has the same UV filters as yung clear na sunscreen, pero of course ito, dinagdagan nila ng mga iron oxides or yung mga tint. Now as for the consistency and the texture of this sunscreen, it does come out as a cream and it easily blends onto the skin. Medyo sheer lang yung coverage nito, guys, and actually ang bilis nito mag-set sa skin. Minsan nauuna pa siyang mag-set even before ko siyang ma-spread fully sa face. But all in all, it does finish very natural to almost soft matte, and true to its name, very light and airy lang talaga yung feeling niya sa skin. So all in all, if naghahanap kayo ng everyday sunscreen na nakaka-fresh lang ng konti or nakaka-even ng skin tone, kunyari lalabas lang kayo para bumili ng corned beef, charot, this is a really good and lightweight sunscreen for casual use. And actually, guys, itong sunscreen line na to, this is really, in my opinion, some of BLK's best skincare products, especially since bagay na bagay talaga yung pagka-lightweight niya sa hot and humid climate ng Pilipinas. Now, price-wise, again, this is 549 pesos for 30 ml. Medyo steep kung hindi niya siya budget level, but for the quality, honestly, willing ako to spend for this. And yung sheer version nito, binabalik-balikan ko talaga siya from time to time, especially kapag gusto ko ng sunscreen na parang sobrang lightweight and presko lang. Alright, and last but not least, we have BLK's newest product in their skincare line, yung bagong release nila. And this one, proudly binili ko to with my own money and hindi siya galing kay BLK. This one is their Sheer Sunscreen Primer Stick. Now, by the time na na-post ko na yung video na to, probably may kita nyo na to sa isa pang video called The Best Sun Sticks. So, based on that video, medyo may idea na kayo on my thoughts sa product na to. So again, for an in-depth review of this product, you can check yung Best Sun Sticks video ko, but just mainly my thoughts on the feel of this sun stick. Para sa akin talaga ngayon, I think ang strong suit ni BLK sa skincare is more on their sunscreen products. Kasi this one, kuwang-kuwa na naman nila kung anong gusto ng marami sa isang sun stick. Now, aside from the fact na SPF 40 PA4+ to, it's also water resistant and it feels very airy and very light on the skin kapag nire-reapply mo yung sunscreen mo. And actually guys, ito tinest ko ng matindi talaga. As in, ginamit ko siya pang reapply sa hapon on a day na nag-explore talaga kami ng friends ko sa Binondo. As in, on foot ha. As in, walang kotse. So, buong araw talaga exposed ako sa heat and sa mga elements. And I'm so happy to say na itong sunstick na to, sobrang comfortable siya on the skin even after 2 times na nire-apply ko siya throughout the day. And the fact na magagamit mo rin to as a primer for makeup products really just makes it a great skincare product all around kasi napaka-flexible niya for different uses. Honestly, I'm also considering using this if ever magre-reapply ako ng sunscreen, let's say while working out, kasi talaga ganun siya comfortable sa skin. So all in all, a really good sunstick, and price-wise, dito ko medyo madedefend si BLK kasi kahit medyo maliit siya, this is still 20 grams, which is really not bad for 549 pesos. Meron kasi ibang mga sunsticks na 18 grams, 15 grams, even 10 grams, and mas mahal pa siya dito. So I would say nasa good price point naman si BLK for this product. And if you are looking for a sunstick na bagay sa hot and humid climate ng Pilipinas, this is definitely a must try. Alright, so end lang natin yung review na to with some final thoughts on BLK as a skincare brand and their skincare products. I do think step in the right direction naman yung mga products nila, and I also do think a lot of these products were developed with the makeup/skincare enthusiast in mind. So actually, if anyone were to buy skincare sa BLK, I think medyo decent naman yung mga products na makukuha nila. Though a little bit on the pricey side siya for what you're getting, so yun nga lang, kailangan meron kang budget for these products. But something I noticed sa BLK is yung mga best and most worth it na mga products kasi nila, kahit medyo mas mataas yung price per ml, are those that actually stand out. Like yung lightweight na Airy sunscreen nila or yung sunscreen primer stick nila. Those products, kahit ganun yung presyo nila, as in ako personally, pikit mata ko silang bibilin kasi stand out talaga siya sa mga kalaban na products. But with products like their cleanser, niacinamide serum, or even their cream, while decent products sila and meron silang potential, they tend to be overshadowed by other products na available na can do it better than them. Kaya talaga medyo mataas ang naging expectations ko sa kanila kasi mataas din yung price point nila. And syempre, medyo quality din talaga yung na-expect natin sa BLK because they are one of our bigger and growing pa na mga local brands. So yun lang yung mga thoughts ko all in all, but I also do want to know your thoughts on BLK products kung meron na kayo nagamit ng mga products from their skincare line. Do let me know your opinions sa comment section, and also if you do want to see more skincare reviews, subscribe lang kayo, and also maglalabas din ako ng playlist here reviewing other popular skincare brands. And as usual guys, thanks for watching this review and I will see you in the next video. Bye!